Damn YouTube! Back at it again with another TNA 2010 video. We are on the aftermath of Genesis. If you did not see Genesis, go back and watch yesterday's video. Find out who retained between Desmond Wolfe and Sting in the world title match. But if not, just keep watching, you'll find out soon enough. Nonetheless, let's get into these incidents. Suicide and D'Angelo De Niro. I believe that's Kazarian. That is Kazarian. Alright. Let's see what happens with them. They really bonded backstage, having discovered a shared love of Batman. I like that. That makes sense for Kazarian, considering he's a comic nerd. Eric Young and Ty Dillinger. Now I'm terrified. Oh, okay. I like that. Even though he's a heel, I like that. Thank you, Eric Young. Thank you. Helping push the newer talent, if you will. Anyways, that's all the decisions we have to do right now, so let's go ahead and get on into this Impact episode right here. Alright, we are back, so let's go ahead and get into the show, shall we? Kick things off with a little video recap of what happened last night at Genesis. For those that don't know, Desmond Wolfe retained against Sting, then afterwards, Kurt Angle returned, sliding underneath the bottom rope, hitting the ring, hitting an angle slam, grabbing the title, and then posing with it to end this show. Got an 80B. I'm decently okay with that. We then go on to the opening segment where Paul Heyman is in the middle of the ring talking about what happened last night and talks about, also recaps a little bit about what he said last night, where he's not afraid of the Watchers, nor should anyone else in TNA Wrestling be afraid of these so-called Watchers. But nonetheless, we continue with our action here tonight, and speaking of, in the main event, we will find out if Kurt Angle will be the #1 contender for Desmond Wolfe's TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Because if Kurt Angle wins here tonight in the main event, we will get the final encounter at Destination X. The last time you will ever see Desmond Wolfe face Kurt Angle one-on-one in a TNA ring. If, and only if, Kurt Angle can win tonight. They got an 86B+. I'm impressed with that. We then go on to Ty Dillinger versus Suicide, opening things up. Ty Dillinger keeping that good old streak winning going on as he defeats Suicide. Dillinger had an in-ring performance of 61, so he's improving still. That's great. That's great. After the fact, we have... Did I click the button? I don't think I clicked the button. After the fact, we have Kevin Nash get into the ring, seeing as he was managing Dillinger. He grabs a microphone and says, "This right here is the kid that would have been with the good old clique if he would have been back in the day. But he's not. He's here in your era. But I still got the brains to make him exactly what I think that this business should be in this era. And Dillinger believes that I am the right man to help him improve. So, with that being said, I, Kevin Nash, I'm going to give Ty Dillinger his opponents for the next couple of weeks. Starting next week, Dillinger, you will be under the Kevin Nash Invitational." And then basically Nash just kicks Suicide in the head as he's trying to get up and just laughs about it. Then Dillinger laughs too and then kicks Suicide in the head. So basically that's what I'm doing with Kevin Nash and Ty Dillinger now. I told you guys I had a storyline planned for Ty Dillinger, and that's exactly what this is. We then go on to Daniels being shown on a graphic coming down to the ring with the X Division title still over his shoulder proudly. We then have Daniels say, "Ladies and gentlemen, last night I beat Jay Lethal. I defeated Jay Lethal. I beat him so badly. I proved that I am the best damn wrestler in this company and in this business. So tonight," and he grabs the title and lays it down on the mat, "I challenge anyone to come out here and face me for this title so I can face them and so I can defeat them once more." Then this hits. And AJ Styles makes his return from suspension. He comes down to the ring, grabs the microphone from Daniel's hands and says, "Alright, I'm down. Let's do it. I'm suspended right now. I'm not going to get a World Heavyweight Championship match. I know I'm not going to with that fat mother." And then a censor happens. Paul Heyman, being the head charge of TNA, he doesn't like me. I don't know why he doesn't like me. But you know what? I'll go after any other title and show that I still am the phenomenal one. So Daniels, let's do this. Styles drops the microphone, backs up, and then Daniels puts his index finger up and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," and he just shakes his head, grabs the X Division title, rolls out of the ring and says, I, no. And then just leaves. And Styles picks up a microphone and says, well, if that chicken shit won't face me, I'll take anyone else on. And he throws the microphone back down. So now it turns into an AJ Styles Open challenge. Got an 89A. I'm very impressed with that. We then have AJ Styles face Homicide. AJ Styles obviously getting the win, keeping that momentum up, just something to put AJ over. We then go backstage where Samoa Joe gets interviewed by Christy Hemme. She asks him about the match he had last night, why he didn't let go of the Coquina Clutch. Excuse me. And then she also asks him about the match tonight, the six-man tag, where he will be teaming up with the TNA World Tag Team Champions to face their number one contenders, the Motor City Machine Guns, and their partner, Rob Van Dam. Joe says tonight's going to be unlike any other thing you've ever seen before. He's going to end Rob Van Dam. We then go on to a triple threat match. I just put these three together because I wanted to see who would outperform the most in the match, and it's Booker T with an 89. So, all right, good to know going forward. It's basically just a match to see who would do what. Anderson did win, but seeing as Booker T got an 89 in ring performance, I think we know where we're going to go with this. We then go on to Kurt Angle being interviewed by Tracy Brooks, being asked about what he thought when he was on the injury line, what he thought while Desmond Wolfe won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and just all these different thoughts. And Angle just says tonight he shows that the road to redemption still can be had in this business. We then go on to the six-man tag match. The Kings of Wrestling, the Tag Team Champions, and Samoa Joe versus the Motor City Machine Guns and the TNA Global Champion, Rob Van Dam. The match ends as Hero hits a roaring elbow on RVD, getting the pinfall. And everyone had really good stats in this match. I'm very, very impressed. Claudio's finally getting up to the 80, so that's good. Let's see. Joe definitely had the best performance of the night. And then the trio of RVD and the Motor City Machine Guns had the same in-ring performance rating. That's cool. So yeah, that's pretty much what happens. A Hero just drops RVD out of nowhere with a roaring elbow. Helps legitimacy. Jesus, I cannot speak. It helps give the legitimacy to the Kings of Wrestling a bit by defeating the global champion. Then after the match, Samoa Joe makes good on his word and decides to beat the ever-living hell out of Rob Van Dam. Just blow after blow, shot after shot. Just does not let up at all on the global champion until we have a pull-apart, basically. Joe breaks free from the pull-apart, takes out RVD again. They just keep going at it until finally the pull-apart finally works. And that's how we end that segment. We then We then are shown Kurt Angle walking down to the ring, and now it is time for the main event.
Paul Heyman, you think we can be stopped? We are always watching. We are always in control. Your Impact broadcast is now offline. And why? Because you say we aren't important. Realize we are in control. We are the Watchers,